Hello everyone, today we are going to study about anatomy of pulp. First of all, what is pulp? Pulp is basically a highly vascularized loose connective tissue which is present inside a tooth, and it contains all the blood vessels and the nerve supply of a tooth. So as we all know that outermost portion of a tooth is known as enamel, then we have a dentine below that, and after dentine we have pulp. So as you can see in this image, the pulp is completely surrounded by dentine from all the sides except at the apical foramen, the structure at which the dentine is absent around the pulp. So let us begin with the study of pulp. Pulp has been divided into two parts, coronal pulp and the radicular pulps. As the name suggested, the coronal pulp is present in the coronal structure of the tooth and the radicular pulp is present in the root portion of the tooth. Pulp chamber is also known as coronal pulp, and like that, radicular pulp is also known as root canal in our day-to-day life. So first of all, we are going to study about the parts of pulp chamber. The pulp chamber has been divided into roof, floor, walls and pulp horn. So for a better understanding, we can imagine as a room has a roof, floor and walls, our pulp chamber also have a roof, floor and wall. As we can see, the roof is present above our head. So we can imagine a person standing here. The roof is present above the head. Same way, the roof is present above the pulp chamber and it is present occlusally. The floor is usually present parallel to the roof and it is usually seen in the furcation area of the tooth. Now what is the furcation area? Furcation area is the point of the tooth from which the root start to divide or bifurcate. So this is the furcation area. Then we have wall, which is named according to the side of the tooth, like mesial wall, buccal wall, distal wall and the lingual wall. We can easily understand with the example of the room that we have a roof which covers the pulp chamber occlusally and incisally. Then we have floor which run parallel to the roof and it's usually seen in the furcation area of the tooth. Then we have walls which are named according to the side of the tooth, and then we have the pulp horn, which is nothing but a raised portion of the pulp chamber which is usually present under a cusp tip. As we can see in this picture, this raised portion which we can see, it is basically the pulp horn, which is slightly elevated from the roof of the pulp chamber, and it is present under the cusp tip. Next we are going to study about the root canal. So root canal is a structure which begins from the canal orifice and extend up to the apical foramen. As you can see in this picture, this is a canal orifice. Now what is a canal orifice? An imaginary structure which marks the ending of the pulp chamber and beginning of root canal. So root canal structure, it starts from the canal orifice and end in the apical foramen. So the various parts of the root canal. First of all, the root canal has been divided into coronal 1/3, middle 1/3 and apical 1/3 for better understanding and study of the root canal. So what are the various structures which are seen in root canal? First of all, we have apical foramen and accessory canal. As you can see in this diagram, the accessory canal is nothing, basically a lateral extensions of the main canal. So any extra canal which is arising from this main canal is known as accessory canal. So it can arise here also, here also. So there is no definite location, but usually it is more commonly seen in the apical third and the furcation area, known as accessory canal. And whenever these accessory canals are present on the lateral surface of the tooth, they are known as lateral canal. Then we have apical foramen. Now this apical foramen is basically a small aperture from which the blood vessels and the nerves basically they enter the tooth and provide the various nutritions, blood supply and nerve supply to the. This is all we need to study in anatomy of pulp. I hope you like the video. Don't forget to share it with your friends, and if there is any suggestion, feel free to tell me about that. Thank you.